to post a video. I've had a bunch of other jobs going on, and you've been busy, and we took a little break on it. I'm fixing to see you at SEMA, so I want to do a quick update, show you where it's at, post this video, and then we can talk about it all when I see you on Thursday at SEMA. I've got a lot done since I pulled it off of the rotisserie. I went ahead, I've got your Dana 80 set up on the rear end. That thing is massive. I've had to cut loose your spring hangers, move them in a little bit. That's what I got the plumb here, getting exactly center line here, but I have not welded in yet. I'd like to get the tires and wheels on it, and I have it sitting on the ground, and I can set this pinion angle exactly where I need to go, and same for my front caster angle. I've got the front axle up under it. I've got your wedge plates cut loose so I can rotate this axle where I need to be. Usually about 6 degrees. Caster is pretty good, makes it drive real well. But what I'll probably do is put it right in the middle of the bushings that you can buy. You can buy bushings that can adjust this front end. So what I'll do is see what all's available. Then I'll set this right in the middle of that at about 6 degrees. That way you can add more to it or take some out. Be a great benefit later on. You can see I got your radius arms in, the motor set in place, all your spring stuff set. I'm starting to design and lay out your front steering. I've got all the parts already here for all these steering bars and stuff. I've got them working on a panhard bar. That's why I've got the hoist still hooked to the engine, because there's no panhard bar on it right now. So I want to design a real nice panhard bar. We're going to put your steering, hydraulic steering assist up here, and that's going to make it drive tremendously, because it's going to let it push off of the axle and push those big 40-inch tires or whatever size tires you're going to be. I've got your wheels in. I'll show you what those look like here in just a second. But other than that, I've got a lot done. I've got plates. I took those rear spring hangers off like we discussed, and I was putting new ones on, and while I had it off, I went ahead and plated that area right there to make that nice and strong. So let me give you a closer look at what I've got, and then I'll show you your wheels. I'm going to give you a closer look at what all I've done. Now, I tore all this axle down. I put it all somewhat back in place so I can start building all this steering set up for it. And I'll be able to put all that in there super nicely where it works real good. Did this drop Pitman arm. A lot of times these drop Pitman arms are not too good of an idea when you have all the stress pushing off the bottom of this. It can crack the frame and stuff like that. I've massively reinforced your frame with 3/8 plate on both sides and boxed completely, because I wasn't sure we were going to do this hydraulic assist. So, you know, we sent this out and had it tapped, and these lines will run down here to a cylinder that will actually push off of the axle itself, which will take all the load off the steering here. So this thing should steer, it'll steer beautifully when I get all done with it. Then I'll put that 6 degree of caster angle in this, lean those back a little bit, 6 degrees, and that'll help it self-center. It lets the weight of the vehicle set down on that to do your self-center, and makes it drive tremendously well. I've still got to come up with a way to make your air conditioner pump set right here, add a pulley or something to that. I talked to my diesel engine guy that helps me out a little bit, and he's going to come out and help get all the rest of the parts we need. We still need the drive for the power steering, and a few little fuel shut off, a few little stuff all over the engine here, and we get all that in place. You can see how those radius arms are looking, how your transmission fits, the cross member we did, and where the drive shaft's going to come out right through here. It's going to be fit real nice. It's going to work out really good. Back here in the back, here's your spring hangers. These are brand new, and while I had it off, I went ahead and did the plate in there. You can see the 3/8 plate on both sides. That was really rusted right there, and there was a factory joint right here, so I've run the boxing past the joint where they cut it, and then I run this plate on the outside past it out here as well. That was just a straight cut, straight weld, and it held up for all those years, so I'm extremely impressed with whoever did that and got that in place, because I'd have never tried that. Your axle in there is looking good. Your springs, that's all the stuff we got at the Kenny Rawls Auto Salvage, and cleaned all that up. Worked out nice. All the Eastwood ceramic paint is holding up nice. Looks beautiful on there, and that's how she's looking. I'll set that pinion angle. I've got all this cut loose, in here, and on both sides you can see I went in there and took it, and that was a pain, but I cut all that loose and then treated it and primed it and got your new plates in there, and then I'll weld that once I get this pinion angle set. But I'd like to get the tires on it and set up. I don't have to have the tires, but it'd be nice to have the tires. When I have to put it on stands, it doesn't let it flex like it would with the tires on it, but we'll work through that. And then those big 17 by 10 wheels, they will look beautiful when you get some big monster tires on there. Fit real nicely on that F350 rear axle. But that is a Dana 80. I mean, that rear axle is just huge. You can see a little better of the plate that I put on it. And everything is rock solid. We're moving forward. No need to back up on anything we've done here. So, I will see you in Vegas.